Today's students need different learning experiences which build digital literacies for success in higher education and beyond. An innovative digital literacy course was designed by Jennifer Stokes with support from Rebecca Godwin and Cameron McTurnan and delivered for the first time in 2015 at UniSA College. Now in its third year, the course has received outstanding student evaluations and its unique design has led to news stories and research presentations at national and international conferences, including a student showcase at Ascalite. We've moved away from digital immigrants and digital natives, and now it's about creating digital wisdom. So how do you design a course that addresses those needs? It needs to be a course that's engaging, that uses all sorts of new technologies, and that helps students be able to make something they can put out as a digital product into this information economy.
So I've made a 360 film.
I made a video game.
Created a video infographic on transgender issues.
So my application was called Inner Sanctum.
I made a first-person shooter game.
Short expose-style video about racism and multiculturalism in Australia.
My favourite part of teaching this course is seeing the students blossom and seeing them develop their self-confidence in the projects that they are participating in and the ones that they're completing. So they come up with these really kind of wild ideas at the beginning of the course, and we work out how to try and make these wild ideas something that they can actually accomplish, something that they can complete.
I created 360-degree videos to be used in conjunction with VR headsets for people who are bedridden with disability or illness or injury. I uploaded them to YouTube so they're easily accessible and they can be viewed on a VR headset like this or Oculus Rift or even Google Cardboard. I did one car drive and one in a field where I saw some kangaroos, so at my ponga, which are usually areas that I'll take my clients to on outings. I just wanted to give people the opportunity to be in some calmer and more positive environments because I think it does boost well-being no matter their functional capacity or cognitive ability. It's always beneficial to be in those sorts of calming environments.
We look at technology, we look at jobs, we look at games, and we look at the kind of future that students might come to enjoy as a result of technology.
So I've created a little mobile app called Reality Shift, augmented application that requires people to search for markers around a room, act as like a physical Cluedo. So maybe like these images here, it might have a 3D model attached to it. So when you look through the phone, it just looks like a normal camera. But when you pan the camera over an image, one of these two images, a 3D model then gets placed on top of that. You can then look around it on any angle you'd like. Just enjoyed this class overall. When I first started this course, I thought it was very over my head. Once you mentioned the whole we'll be creating our own website or our own game, I've just looked at my experiences with that and I thought, no way am I going to be able to do anything like that. And then suddenly I just found something off the top of my head that I really was actually quite passionate about creating.
Because my background was in teaching film and documentary and multimedia, and I could see the student needs are changing. So in enabling programs, we have students that have often had a really negative educational experience, but have a lot of different talents that if they know how to connect that with university, they can make something that's new and wonderful.
So normal literacy is very reading and writing. This is reading and writing but using technology. So you would be using images, you would be using video, developing games, just things that would interest you.
I find that it's really exciting for the students because they get to basically choose their own adventure.
And me and my brother, he made a game called Stranded. It's a mystery game. You start off on a different planet, you have to look around, explore. I made a first-person shooter game where you spawn in, there's alien invasion, you have to clear them of the city. Well, Unity is like 3D, it's pretty cool. You can make a game and pretty much release it if you wanted to. One day we might have our own business, maybe.
This course is really different than other ones I've studied.
It really promotes self-learning.
We introduce them to a bunch of different technologies, and what students do is they identify something that's interesting to them and develop a topic and a project around that and spend the majority of the semester or study period exploring their interests in that project.
Well, I've never had a 2-hour lecture before.
Jenny puts heaps of like fun and interesting stuff in there, so it doesn't really feel like 2 hours at all. Learning catalytics.
So I really enjoyed it. It's the interactive part of the lecture.
I think the reason that they love this is because it's the world that they exist in.
Just have high praises for the course. I think it's a really nice course and I think everyone should do it.